Picture this. You are responsible for feeding a floating city of 5,680 people 4 meals a day, 22 hours straight, with no grocery store runs, no delivery trucks, and no backup plan if something goes wrong. Welcome to the galley of a U.S. Navy aircraft carrier, where industrial cooking meets military precision on a scale that defies imagination. These are 114 sailors who cook 17,300 meals every single day while floating in the middle of an ocean. They are the culinary specialists aboard America's nuclear-powered aircraft carriers, running what might be the most challenging restaurant operation on Earth. Every morning at 3 a.m., while most of the crew sleeps, the breakfast shift of culinary specialists begins a 12 to 16-hour workday. They are not just making scrambled eggs for a few dozen people. They are preparing enough food to feed a small town, using equipment that looks more like factory machinery than kitchen appliances. We are talking 80-gallon kettles, industrial ovens that can handle massive quantities, and mixing bowls designed to make 60 pounds of dough at once. The numbers are staggering. Each day requires 1,600 pounds of meat, 350 pounds of lettuce, 160 gallons of milk, and enough coffee to fill 20,000 cups. The daily grocery bill alone runs between $45,000 and $65,000, adding up to nearly $2 million per month just to keep everyone fed. But here is what really puts this in perspective. Every male sailor needs 2,850 calories per day, and female sailors need 2,100. When you multiply that by thousands of crew members working around the clock in one of the most physically demanding environments imaginable, you start to understand why some flight deck workers burn through 4,000 calories daily. Chief Petty Officer Naomi Goodwin, a 20-year Navy veteran working aboard the USS Harry S. Truman, puts it simply: everything in life is surrounded by food. Her kitchen staff ranges from experienced chefs to people who, as she says, never boiled water before. These sailors learn their craft at the Navy's culinary school in Fort Lee, Virginia, then get thrown into the deep end of mass production cooking. The logistics become even more mind-bending when you consider resupply operations. Every 7 to 10 days, supply ships pull alongside these massive carriers, match their speed, and transfer between 400,000 and 700,000 pounds of food by cable while both ships move through the open ocean. It is like restocking a supermarket while riding a roller coaster, except the supermarket weighs 100,000 tons and never stops moving. Modern Nimitz-class carriers handle this operation with 5 separate galleys, but the newer Ford-class ships represent a revolution in naval food service. The USS Gerald R. Ford operates with just 2 massive galleys, designed around technology that would make any restaurant chef jealous. We're talking high-tech ovens that function like enormous Instant Pot pressure cookers with digital displays that allow push-button cooking for consistent results every time. The most interesting change on the Ford-class ships is social. Everyone eats the same food. Gone are the days when officers dined on fine china with folded napkins and upholstered chairs, while enlisted sailors got basic mess hall fare. Captain J.J. Cummings of the USS Gerald R. Ford boasted about this equality, noting how his crew enjoyed fresh strawberries and green salad even 28 days into deployment, something previously unheard of. This improvement comes from more than just good intentions. The Ford-class ships feature ethylene filters in their refrigeration units that keep produce fresh for weeks longer than traditional storage. Below deck, fluorescent-lit refrigeration areas house pallets of pineapples, tomatoes, and melons that would normally spoil within days at sea. The galleys themselves sit along the ship's centerline with storage directly below, creating more efficient workflows that require 90 fewer culinary specialists than Nimitz-class carriers. The human element of this operation becomes most apparent during holidays. Petty Officer Second Class Brandy Royal from the Harry S. Truman explains the emotional weight. On deployment, there is nowhere else to go, so it is mass production we have to adjust to. When you are months away from home, these meals become more than sustenance. They are connections to family, comfort, and morale. Thanksgiving aboard a carrier is legendary. The USS Nimitz once prepared 3,000 pounds of turkey, all airlifted from the United States and individually named. One turkey each year gets saved for blessing and decoration, and one year's special bird was named Homeward Bound. The complete holiday spread includes 2,200 pounds of honey-baked ham, 2,500 pounds of potatoes, 4,500 pounds of sweet potatoes, and 5 types of pie. Across the entire Navy fleet, Thanksgiving 2024 saw nearly 700,000 pounds of holiday food served to deployed troops. This massive operation is not without controversy. In 2020, former sailor Kevin Selfazen went viral after posting photographs of allegedly poor food quality aboard the USS Nimitz. His images showed what appeared to be moldy bread, undercooked meat, and generally unappetizing meals. Selfazen argued that when they were out there, a lot of times all they had to look forward to was a meal, and when that meal was as messed up as some of these meals, it is messed up. It kills morale. The Navy's response was swift and defensive. They questioned the authenticity of Selfazen's photos while simultaneously announcing that the Nimitz had won the 2020 Captain Edward F. Ney Memorial Food Service Award for Best Aircraft Carrier Food Service. This disconnect highlights ongoing tensions about food quality standards and the challenges of maintaining consistency across such massive operations. Adding another layer of complexity, sailors actually pay for their meals while deployed, roughly $412 per month, which falls between the two most expensive tiers of USDA food cost estimates. Officers pay approximately $314 monthly for their wardroom meals, cash in full at the end of the month. This creates an unusual dynamic where service members are essentially customers of their own military food service, while having no choice but to eat what is provided. The evolution from the old mess management specialist rating to today's culinary specialist reflects the Navy's growing recognition that food service is both an art and a science. These sailors are not just heating up military rations, they are managing complex supply chains, operating sophisticated equipment, and maintaining morale for thousands of people living in one of the most isolated environments on Earth. Some carriers even feature amenities that blur the line between military vessel and cruise ship. The USS Carl Vinson houses a Starbucks location called Chucky's Cafe, serving budget-priced coffee to caffeine-dependent sailors. Birthday celebrations include special monthly dinners with tablecloths, wine glasses, music, and prime rib or lobster for the lucky sailors celebrating another year of life at sea. What makes this entire operation truly remarkable isn't just the scale, it is the reliability. These galleys operate 22 hours per day, every day for deployments lasting 6 to 9 months. There are no sick days, no supply shortages that can shut down operations, and no margin for error when feeding thousands of people whose job effectiveness depends on proper nutrition. The Ford-class ships represent the future of this operation, with advanced technology reducing crew requirements while improving food quality and storage life. As these newer vessels prove their capabilities, they are not just changing how the Navy feeds its sailors, they are redefining what is possible in large-scale food service operations anywhere. In the end, these 114 culinary specialists aboard each carrier are not just cooking meals, they are maintaining the morale, health, and fighting effectiveness of America's most powerful naval vessels. Every meal served represents a small victory in logistics, a connection to home, and proof that even in the middle of an ocean, someone cares enough to make sure you are well fed.